Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. How was your day today? It is about 12:45 a.m. I have my feet propped up. I'm in my recliner. Anytime you see the turtle, I'm in my recliner. And I'm winding down. I'm in the process of completing a neck warmer. Love the colors. I have so much fun combining yarn colors. These colors are really gorgeous. What did you do today? Today I actually went out. I actually have a closet on Poshmark. I think I have over 300 items listed that are actively listed on Poshmark. And I got a sale last night. And so I had to ship it off. So a lot of times when I have a shipment, it forces me out. So with mask in tow and hand sanitizer, I went out and I decided to go to Hobby Lobby to get some more yarn, of course. And I went to Sprouts and I went to Kroger's. So I did get out today. It felt good to, with everything going on, we have to create a new normalcy. And that's what this channel is all about. This channel is to not only help myself, because when I'm talking to you and chatting with you, I'm actually admonishing myself and encouraging myself. But this channel is all about creating the life that we want. A lot of times we go about life because we're either trying to please other people, or we go about our life because we think that's the way it should be. Never once questioning what you really want out of your life that God gave you. So, this channel is all about, exploring a different way of thinking, exploring really trying to figure out who you are and what you want and what your purpose is. And that takes a lot of work. And it's not done overnight. And that's where I am with my life. So go ahead and subscribe and like this channel, and let's go on the journey together. Because like I said, as I'm chatting with you, I'm also talking to myself, encouraging myself. So what did you do today? Oh, in the process, when I went out to, it all started off because I had to go deliver a package for my Poshmark. Someone bought a skirt that I had just listed on there, maybe less than 72 hours. And so I had to go mail that off. But in the process of me going out, I ended up dodging a lot of rainstorms, which, with my outdoor garden, my plants, rain is beautiful because my plants need rain. So right now I'm ending this project. So in a few minutes, and when I say I'm ending the project, I actually, when you knit, you're just simply knitting one row onto, you're swapping needles. And so right now I'm taking it off the needle, which is just doing the knit stitch. So on this needle I have two um, loops, and taking the front loop and putting over the first loop, and you kind of, that's, and I'm not good at explaining it, but you know, I will attempt to explain as I go because it may just help someone. So right, it's, you know, you always have that one, I think it's a loop, do I want to call it a loop, right here on this one needle, and right now I go in the front of the other loop on that needle, then I go in the back and grab that stitch, not loop, stitch, bring it over, that makes it back one. So you're just kind of go in the front of that back stitch, pull it over the front stitch, and what it's doing is taking it off the needle. So you'll get to see the end product in a minute. I'm not good at explaining knitting. My channel is Come Knit With Me and Chat. So as I'm knitting, I'm chatting. You know, I'll talk about different topics that, you know, come up. You know, this channel is all about learning how to be happy. My channel is all about, you know, embracing you as an individual. This channel is all about learning to love you in all your glory. This channel is all about learning to do what you want to do. Simple. Because how many of you out there are actually living your life and not doing nothing that you want to do? And that's very unfortunate because we don't know when our time is up here on planet Earth. We don't. We don't know when it's going to be our time to transition. We don't have a date, and it could be tomorrow. And it would be sad that if it was your last day on Earth and you've been on Earth for over 50 years, 60 years, and you never once lived one day doing what you wanted to do. That would be sad. So since you are given another chance and you're still here on planet Earth, it's time to start thinking about you. What do you want to do with your life? I knit because it relaxes me. And during this pandemic of 2020, the COVID-19, the coronavirus, I've had to really focus on my mental health, and we all do, because what's going on in the world is affecting everyone, which is so amazing that we are having a virus attack that is affecting everyone in the world. Unbelievable. I feel like sometimes I'm living in a horror movie. Unbelievable. But it's very, very important that we figure out how to stay healthy mentally. We already know how to stay healthy physically, and that's to avoid humans, stay sheltered in, and go out as least as possible. And that in itself will cause a lot of mental illness and anxiety. So each one of us have to figure out what we can do to lessen the negative effect of this virus that, if you listen to the news enough, is taking over the world. knitting relaxes me. And in the process, and because of COVID has got me creative because I'm at home, sheltered in at home. And even though everything's opening up, my family and I are still sheltered in at home. We go out very little, only for major things, and we're basically at home. So in the process, some of the good things that have happened to me because of COVID is I started a new business, another multiple string. I already am a reseller on Poshmark. I resell new and pre-owned clothing, shoes, and accessories. I now got a boutique on Mercari that sells neck warmers. Now I've had a account on Mercari and I have sold some clothing and shoes and boots, and I closed it because I was cross-listing. So that means if I had a skirt on Poshmark, I would put the same skirt on Mercari, and then whichever site somebody bought it off of, I would have to take it off of the one site so it wouldn't get done, and that was just too much, just talking about it. So I decided that Poshmark is concentrating all on clothing and fashion, and then I would figure out what to do with the other sites, because there's eBay, there's Amazon, there's Depot, there's Mercari, there's Poshmark, and there's a million other sites. There's a Bonanza, and I don't know all the sites, but there's a million of them. And so I wanted to open up the Mercari site, but I wanted to be specifically for specific items. So thanks to COVID, I started knitting neck warmers, and that's what I'm primarily selling, the neck warmers on Mercari. So I have another multiple stream of income. So I say all that to encourage you to turn off the news, get away from all the toxicity, the negativity, and that's all that's on the news right now. Not only do we have a pandemic going on, we also are in an election year, so it is very, 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 very negative. I don't think you can turn on the news right now and get anything positive out of it. So I encourage you to turn off the news and start just doing what you need to do to keep yourself physically and mentally healthy. My day basically consists of the knitting. I'm also starting a project, and I'll show you, it's over here. I'm starting to make personal blankets for my grandsons right now for Christmas. So I'm working on Mason's blanket right now, and I'll show it to you on a video. But that's a good goal to have. That would keep me busy. I have to stay busy, but I even before the pandemic, if I'm going to relax, I have to be busy. So I am knitting, and then I have my Poshmark closet, which I resell clothing, and I have my Mercari that I'm selling I've got about maybe, I think, 13. I've already made 13 neck warmers that I put on Mercari. And eventually I'll put the link in my comments so you guys could check it out. And what else do I do? I exercise during the day. Now I'm recovering from a condition, and I'm still being treated for the condition. So in 2019, I had to have major surgery, and it took a whole year for me to even get to this point. So I'm very grateful. So I'm just starting back into trying to do some yoga moves and reps, and I walk, and I'll take you on a walk with me one day. And I also have my plants, indoor, outdoor plants, which make me very happy. And on top of that, I have 2 cats. They're my fur babies that live in my house with my husband and I. And that's what I do to stay busy and not to get overly absorbed with COVID-19 and the election and the protest and the violence and the topic of race right now. All of that is so toxic. It's a lot just even repeating all that. So it's very important that we all get busy being creative, doing things for ourselves. If you need to start exercising, yoga, knitting, crocheting, whatever it is, start a YouTube channel. Yes, this YouTube channel has been birthed because of COVID. So those are some of the positive things that come out of COVID. Who would have think that a pandemic, anything positive could come out of it? But it has made me focus on me, turn off the news, focus on me, what I want to do, and what makes me happy. And that's what I encourage you to do. So, what are some of the positive things that are coming out of COVID? Have you started a YouTube channel? Well, not necessarily. I was going to say, well, if you're listening to me, you have a YouTube channel, but not necessarily. You could be subscribing to me and others and listening to our YouTube channel, but have you ever thought about starting your own YouTube channel? And believe me, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm not using that as an excuse not to try. So, do you paint or you crochet or you knit? Have you thought about selling your product? Your jewelry? Do you make jewelry? Have you thought about starting a garden, a vegetable garden outside? Or my garden outside is all in pots. Excuse me. It's all in pots. And so I have a pot garden outside and I have a pot garden inside. What do you need to do? Exercising. Do you do yoga? Do you walk around the block? Do you jog? Do you ride your bike? What do you do? We have to be super creative now since this pandemic that has not gone away and is still running rampant. And just because we're opening up the economy doesn't mean it's safe to go on with life as usual. So be careful out there. And I'm a mask wearer. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to wear their mask. The only thing I ask of you is this: whether you wear a mask or not, be nice. Because we have enough hate and anger going on in the world right now. So just be nice. If I choose to wear a mask, that's my business. If you choose not to wear a mask, that's your business. But this name calling and name calling is ridiculous. We're adults. Now come on. I have seen don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's just ridiculous how adults are acting right now. Now, if you don't want to wear your mask, you don't have no right to call nobody a name. And because I wear a mask, I don't have a right to call you anything a name. Because it's really none of your business what I choose to do. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. They're giving us a choice whether we want to or not. Now, if you don't wear a mask, I'm not going to call you out of your name. But I tell you, the people who don't wear a mask, some of y'all are just ruthless. And I don't know why you're so angry. Because other people want to wear a mask? Come on, let's grow up. Let's grow up and let's create and do something to make you happy, because you must be very unhappy if you have to go around judging other people because of what they choose to do. We've been given a choice. You wear a mask or not. If the store tells you you have to wear a mask, you don't want to wear a mask, don't go to the store. But don't go up in the store and act a fool. Come on, we're adults. we're not setting a good example for our children at all. So, I mean, like, I had to comment on a Facebook post because all these people running around here talking about we free and it's our American option that we can make a choice and nobody can't tell us what to do. Well, I'm going to tell you what I told them on Facebook. Where you're not free. Because you got to wear a seatbelt, you got to carry license, you got to pay property tax, you had to buy what is that, registration for your car every year with that little bitty sticker, because if you don't you go into jail. You can't drink and drive. Weed in Georgia is not legal. um, do I need to go on? Do I need to go on? And like I said in the Facebook post, you think you're free and you're pitching a fit over a mask? Please, none of us is free, black or white, period. See, you got me started. And if you hear something in the background, my husband fell asleep. And I'm going to continue to tape because this is real life. Welcome to my video. So that enough of that. That's stressful. That whole little tirade I went on is stressful. So let's focus on something more positive, on what you want to do with your life. Because if you get wrapped up in what's going on, you will just be one angry and you fill in the blank. And that's what I choose not to do. I don't want COVID to make me angry, bitter, and obnoxious. I don't. I won't. So, back to what this channel is all about. This channel is my hopes for my channel and my goal for my channel is to encourage you, and the thousands of people that will subscribe to this channel to better yourself, focus on yourself, and that will help you not be so absorbed with the negative things that are going on in our world today. And the majority of the things that are going on in our world is negative. So let's focus on creating. Let's focus on bettering ourselves. Let's focus on, maybe you need to lose weight. Get started. Maybe you need to exercise more. Get started. Are you writing a book? Write it. Get it published. Like I said, do you paint? Do you do jewelry? Oh, I've ran into so many people on Periscope and YouTube and on Twitter and Facebook that are just so creative. Some are making their makeup line. Some do you sew? Do you sew clothing? You know, there's just so much you can do. A lot of people are buying dogs to keep them preoccupied. That's another thing. That's another video. I already got the name of my dog. I don't have my dog yet, and I want a miniature schnauzer, and his name, I want him to be a he. His name is going to be Bradgie. So I always get the name before I get the pet. Both of my cats upstairs had names a year before I actually got them. I have a Bengal cat named Symbia, and I have a Siamese cat named Aja. Maybe one of these days you'll meet him on my video. But you know, right now, and that's something that I would like to add to my family, is a miniature schnauzer, and his name is Bradgie, and I can't wait to get him. I don't know when, where. You know what? I usually do that. I will, like, I want a house. And I already in my spirit know what the house looks like, and I see myself walking through the door. I always create my vision of what I want to come next before it comes. And so I told my husband sometimes that's my faith walk. That's my faith walk. So, yeah. I'm going to have to end this video because I always try to do my videos at night before my husband goes to sleep. And he's asleep right now. And he's in the other room. He's asleep. So we'll go to bed in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video because you can kind of hear him in the background. But guys, I am not editing it out. I'm going to move on because one thing I want my channel to be is real life. This is real life. And so I'm going to go ahead and say bye. See you on the next video. But go ahead. Tell me in the comments, what are you creating? What do you do? Do you make jewelry? Do you paint? Do you have a garden? Do you, what do you do to stay preoccupied and focused so that you don't get overly sucked in with the hate and the anger and the bitterness that is consuming so many people in our world right now during this pandemic of 2020. So I encourage you to go ahead and talk to me. What do you do? I would love to know. Do you knit and what do you make? Do you sew and what do you make? If you have a business online, go ahead and drop it in the comment. I'll share it. So guys, I have to go right now. So I enjoyed talking with you. And you know the drill. Go ahead and subscribe, like, turn on your notifications, and answer my questions in the comment. And I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.